everyone. I hope you're all doing great. This is Kavya Ravichandran. I'm an ACCA affiliate. I'm here to provide free classes towards ACCA. So today we are diving into financial reporting, most likely considered the heart of ACCA. Yeah. So let's understand what are we going to do in this particular video today. So I would rather like to share the screen and let's go along and understand how this particular video works. Yeah. So in this particular the overall session is going to talk about FR orientation. So in this particular video, we're going to cover what is the importance of financial reporting as a subject in ACCA. And we are also going to see how the exam pattern works. That means what and all the sections that you can involve and how many marks that you have to consider. And additionally, I would also consider the syllabus mapping. The point is the FR orientation video can be split into part 1 and part 2, where part 1, I'm going to talk about importance of FR and ACCA and exam pattern. And part 2, there will be a discussion about the syllabus mapping. Yeah. So I hope you guys are all ready. Let's get into the topic. See, I understand financial reporting is most likely considered as the first choice for many ACCA students, either encouraged by your mentors or maybe suggested by your friends. So it is very important for you to understand how financial reporting intersects with other subjects in the ACCA curriculum. So this perspective helps you to see the broader context and relevance of what you learn in this particular ACCA. Yeah. See, starting from the point. See, financial reporting is indeed at the skill level in the overall ACCA curriculum. But however, the foundational concepts are typically introduced in the financial accounting course, which is the part of your knowledge level. So many students have received exemptions from this level, which can lead a major gap in understanding of the basics that is necessary for your financial reporting. So it is very important for you as a student to revisit these core concepts to ensure that you have a solid foundation of financial reporting basics, by the way. Yeah. So apart from this, see, you guys have to just go to my playlist and check out my financial accounting concepts. This will help you to understand and majorly provide a solid foundation for financial reporting. See, now we explore why we call financial reporting as the heart of ACCA, by the way, right? See, it is not only the middle of, the entire skill level paper, but you also see the financial reporting is more likely it equips with the skills which is very much needed for audit and assurance. Without a very solid understanding of the standards like IFRS, that is International Financial Reporting Standards, how can you effectively audit financial statements? See, mastering FR is very crucial and it is going to be a success in auditing, right? So just as financial accounting serves as a foundation for financial reporting, FR plays a crucial role in strategic reporting, business reporting. But see, much of the syllabus overlaps as far as I have seen. The exam approach differs very majorly. So understanding this transition is very bigger, key to succeeding in your SBR too. See, similarly, I wouldn't say SBR plays as much as how FR plays in audit and assurance, but it still has a significant relevance, especially in advanced audit and assurance. A solid understanding of SBR concepts can enhance your understanding towards in AAA too. Yeah. See, apart from this, see, financial reporting not only has connection towards SBR, audit and assurance, as a or SBR being a part of AAA, it also has more connections towards financial management, which and the taxation. See, it helps you to understand overall comprehension of these subjects. To some extent, taxation, for example, you want to make a financial decision making, end of the day, you should know how the finance are accounting in the business. And for the tax implications as well, what is the difference between the principle-based accounting, which is an FR, and the rule-based accounting, which is called as taxation. So now I hope you guys have a clear understanding of how financial reporting plays a very vital role in your ACCA journey, right? So now let's move to the next segment of our session where we're going to discuss about the exam pattern, right? See, the financial reporting has it typically consists of 3 sections, which covers a total of around 100 marks, and you can expect to have an exam duration of being 3 hours. See, each section is designed in such a way that you can't miss it. We cannot have that mindset of the normal degree mindset where you read a part and then you expect to clear. No. So the sections are covered in such a way that each and every nook and corner of your FR principle has been applied and understood, right? So it typically considers 3 sections, as I said, with a duration of 3 hours, and it has a 100 mark overall, and the passing marks can be considered as 50 marks with no negative marking, right? So first understand how does a section A works. So the section A works, this particular exam, this particular section consists of 15 objective type questions, wherein each question values around 2 marks, which contributes around 30 marks of your overall 100, right? So, ma'am, what do you mean by objective type questions? Is it just like the way that we have it in our 10th standard or 11th or 12th standard? See, I would like to tell you the types of question that you might encounter would be MCQ, that is multiple choice questions. You will have options where you have to go choose one out of that or two out of that as the right options. If not, you can expect to have fill in the blanks where you have to type in the numerical values. Otherwise, match the following, where you'll be having a boxes where you have to match the the other side of the boxes towards the right answers. If not, drag and drop, drop down or drag and drop. What is drop down? Again, it's like MCQ, but where you have to click an arrow mark where there'll be a list of answers. You have to go ahead and select one out of it or two out of it, depending on the requirement. What is drag and drop? Again, you will have, for example, you'll be having a journal entry question for that matter. You will be having an option. For example, I would ask a question saying, what is a journal entry for purchasing an asset? It's like debit asset, credit cash at bank if you're purchasing through cash. So they would give debit, credit, and they'll give multiple options: asset, liability, cash at bank, bank. You just have to drag and drop, paste in that particular point. So you need to understand the trick which is played by ACCA. If a question requires multiple correct answers, that is, for example, I would ask a question, which of the following is the right answer for this particular question? Imagine the answer is A and B, and you selected B and C. I told you each question values around 2 marks. So do not have the typical mindset and said, ma'am, I wrote one out of that is correct. Can I not expect 1 mark? No. ACCA will give you 0 out of 2. So why? Because it is very crucial, or you need to carefully evaluate all answers choices to maximize your scoring potential. Ma'am, how do we do that? Again, yet. So you can expect to have more and more techniques to handle your examinations in my upcoming videos, right? So this understanding will enhance your approach to section A. So that's how the whole section A plays an important role in your examination. So now let's move to the next session, that is called section B. See, this is more of a scenario based in layman terms, or for your understanding. In your 10th standard or 12th standard, you would have something called comprehension in your English examinations, where they'll give a paragraph and there will be a questions based on that paragraph. See, I wouldn't say there will be a question based on paragraph here, and it will not be so easy also. So the exam format would be based on scenario based. See, this is more of examining a particular standard in detail. For example, they'll take combination of IAS 36, impairment of assets, and IAS 38, intangibles. A combination of these two standards can specifically be tested in one case study. So, ma'am, what is this case study or scenario based? See, for example, they will give a particular detail, that is a paragraph of information about a company, which is specifically related to 1 or 2 standards most likely. So there will be 5 objective type questions asked on each scenario. Each objective type question again consists of 2 marks each. That means one whole scenario will have 10 marks. Now, ma'am, in section A, you told this, you have 2 answers and you select one out of it and another one becomes wrong, like it will be 0. Let's say 5 questions are there. I write 3 correct and 2 wrong. That means, will I get 0 out of 10? No. See, that will only apply on an individual question. Here, considering you will have 5 questions, let's say you make 4 correct, one wrong, you get 8 marks out of 10, right? So again, each question will have 2 marks. In that question, as I discussed in section A, you have which of the following as 4, and then you selected one right, one wrong, that can be 0. But that will not make other 4 questions as wrong answers. Yeah. So you'll have 3 scenario based. Yeah. You'll have 3 case studies. Each carries 10 marks, and that covers again that covers again 30 marks out of your 100. Now, this covers your 60 marks, where 60 is completely MCQ, which is evaluated by an artificial intelligence. There won't be a human who will sit and evaluate this particular 2 sections. So now the major point is we would move to the section C. Most of the students have the mindset of section C being very difficult. But I have come across in my entire ACCA journey, especially in skill level, section C is the easiest section that you can ever encounter. Why? See, this section focuses on advanced topics in your financial reporting. So, of course, you need more in-depth analysis and application of all the standards that you read in FR. So the format is very simple. You'll have 2 questions. Each question will have 20 marks of requirement. So overall section C covers 40 marks. So typically the contents that you can expect is interpretation, that is ratio analysis, and single entity statements, that is preparation of financial statements for a single entity, and then consolidation, that is group accounts, where preparation of financial statements for groups. So any 2 topic out of these 3 can be coming in your examinations. So the very important point is this is constructive in nature. You're not going to select any answer. Rather, you have to provide a clear and concise explanations, calculations, justifications if it is necessary. So you have a better understanding of these concepts which is listed. You'll be able to score a good 35 out of 40 marks if you know the concepts better. So you can expect to have step marking. That means, let's say there is a working note and you write a working note and 3 steps are required. You've written 2. One has been eliminated or one you forgot. You'll get 2 out of 3. Let's say imagine 3 marks has been allocated. You write 2 concepts, 2 steps correct. You'll get 2 marks. That's the beauty of section C. Yeah. So we will, of course, when I provide more classes, you guys can find the better understanding how to encounter section C. So now coming to a point, the exam mode is going to be completely computer-based exams. Either you can write it in through center-based, or you can expect to have remote-based. But over the period, I've analyzed financial reporting being one of the most wanted exams where the students wants to write as their first paper. I see the centers are getting closed very soon. I would suggest you guys to book for your December 2024 batch. See if you guys can book before October results gets announced. So that's when you'll have the centers available. Yeah. So yeah, this is about the whole part 1 of your financial reporting orientation session. So we will be moving to part 2, where I will be discussing about the syllabus mapping or syllabus grouping. So what are we going to learn in that video? We are going to talk what and all standards you have to study together to enhance your knowledge and makes your entire financial reporting life easier. Yeah. So you guys have to just go to the next video to find out the financial reporting orientation part 2. Yeah. So all right, if you guys have any doubts in these 2 segments, you guys can comment below and you can subscribe for better videos in the future. Yeah. Thank you guys.